So then, I haven't done a review in a long time, so I thought I'd do a review on I Spit on Your Grave. So, I originally found I Spit on Your Grave by the feminists when I was talking about the Femifears and stuff. I came across this video, and the way the feminist was talking about it, I thought, this actually sounds like a decent film, I've got to watch this. And yeah, so thank you feminists, I did enjoy this film and it was a very good film. But anyway, moving from aside of that, so I Spit on Your Grave, the original version was brought out in 1978. For a 1978 film, this is an extremely graphic film. I couldn't believe how graphic it was for back then. Most films, back then, killing and stuff, they sort of went a bit plasticine-y, if you know what I mean. And I Spit on Your Grave was a very graphic and very, horrid film for back then, and I fairly enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed the remake. And I Spit on Your Grave, it was part of the movies what got banned within the 80s. A list of movies got banned in the 80s because they were seen as that bad that a lot of them got banned. Evil's Dead got banned. A small list of films got banned, and I Spit on Your Grave was one of them. Then it was brought back out in the 90s and etc. And then I move on to the 2010 version. Now, when I first heard about I Spit on Your Grave, this was the first one I watched, and I happened to download it first. I couldn't find it anywhere else, so I downloaded it. Okay, I'm a bad person for downloading it, whatever. And I downloaded it, and it was in my computer for a couple of months, and I totally forgot about it. And one day I was bored, so I thought, I'll just watch this, I Spit on Your Grave, whatever. So anyway, I was watching it, and I wasn't expecting what was about to be shown, and it was a woman being raped. If you ask anyone, I Spit on Your Grave, a woman gets raped, then she gets her revenge. It's a pretty simple film, and pretty decent film as well. There's a few sections of it which is pretty funny, I do admit, when she gets her revenge. It is pretty funny, and but when I watched this film, it's got about a half an hour section of her being tormented and then raped, and I wasn't expecting this at all, and I literally sat there and watched it like this. And then I watched it with a mate, and I didn't really tell him too much what it was about, and he sat there watching it like this. If you don't like rape scenes, then it's not a film for you. But if you can stomach it, then it's a fairly good film. I fairly enjoyed it. And amazingly, it made me slightly angry. In fact, I actually had to have a break halfway through just to get it out my system. Then they brought out I Spit on Your Grave 2 in 2012. 13, I think. And when I first heard about this movie, my first reaction was, well, how can you make an I Spit on Your Grave 2? The woman gets raped, and then the woman gets her revenge. There's only so many times you can rewrite a movie, and this is a movie you can't rewrite. So I thought, I'll watch it and I will see what I think of it. So I watched this movie, and well, I didn't watch it like this. I watched it like this. The things in this movie are generally so unnatural and so disturbing and so disgusting that you can't just help but watch it like this. It truly is the most disturbing thing I've ever seen, and the only bit what disappointed me is the woman escaped, and then the woman got brought back to the place, and that happened in the remake, and it almost happened in the original film. She sort of escaped out the thing, and then they caught up with her. But overall, number 2 was an excellent film. It was just as good as the other ones, and it was a fairly good watch. It was, that unnatural. It even had a bit of a religious bit in it. You know what I mean? And the only difference between number 2, it was in a city. I think she was in Bulgaria or Russia. She was an American, and then she got brought over to a different country, and she was all drugged up and everything. But I don't want to ruin the movie for anybody. I don't want to ruin it too much, but it was a really, really good watch, and I couldn't believe they actually pulled this movie off. I was slightly disappointed when she escaped, but overall it was a proper decent film, and I fairly enjoyed it. Very disturbing though, and very unnatural way of this film, but it was very good. So anyway, these are my 3 films, and I fairly enjoyed watching them. It's not like the feminists said, but it was a very good watch. And if you consider watching these films, bit of a warning: there's a lot of rape in it and a lot of blood and gore. And if you don't like that stuff, well, it's not for you. If you do like that stuff, well, enjoy.